Hey everyone, and welcome. So, you want to say I want in Japanese. Sounds easy, right? But it's actually a classic stumbling block for pretty much every learner. And that's because Japanese has this really cool, really logical way of handling it that's just completely different from English. So, stick with me, and I promise, in just the next few minutes, we're going to crack this code together. Let's do it!
Here's our game plan. First, we'll nail the one single distinction that makes everything else fall into place. Then, we'll dive into the two key forms, hoshi for wanting things and tai for wanting to do things. After that, we'll learn how to combine them to explain why you're going somewhere, sprinkle in a little nuance to make you sound super natural, and finally, we'll talk about your new communication superpower.
All right, so here it is, the big idea. In English, our word want is a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. I want a new phone, I want to go to Japan. Same word, no problem. But Japanese makes you think a little differently. It basically asks you one simple question. Are you wanting a thing, or are you wanting to do something? And believe me, that one little question changes all the rules.
This right here is the fundamental split. It's the whole ball game. On one side, you've got wanting items, nouns, things like a coffee, a book, a ticket. On the other side, you have wanting to do something, actions, verbs, things like to drink, to read, to buy. Japanese uses a completely different tool from its grammar toolbox for each of these. Once you get this separation in your head, I promise the rest is a piece of cake.
Okay, let's tackle the first side, wanting things. You're window shopping, you see a cool jacket you want, or maybe you're just really craving some sushi. For all of these situations, we're going to use one special word, hoshi. And here is the single most important, kind of weird thing you need to remember about hoshi. It is not a verb. I know, in English, want is a verb, it's what you do. But in Japanese, hoshi is actually an adjective, just like oki for big or akai for red. So you're not really saying, I want the jacket. You're actually saying, the jacket is desirable to me. It's a small mental flip, but it makes all the grammar make perfect sense. And hey, since it's an I adjective, it conjugates just like one, which is great news because that's super easy. To say something is desirable, you just add desu to be polite, hoshi desu. And to say you don't want it, you just follow the rule. Drop the final e, add kunai, and then desu, hoshu kunai desu. See? No messy verb tart story about here. So the pattern couldn't be simpler. You just take the thing you want, the noun, mark it with the particle ga, which points to the subject that is desirable, and then you pop hoshides on the end. So, I want a car becomes kurama ga hoshides. A car is desirable. Want to ask someone what they want? Just add ka. Nani ga hoshidesu ta? What is desirable? Awesome. Now let's jump over to the other side, actions. Okay, so we've got wanting things down, but what if you want to do something? You want to eat, you want to travel, you want to sing karaoke. For that, we're not going to use hoshi. Instead, we're going to modify the verb itself using something called the tai form. And making this form is like a super simple 3-step recipe. Seriously. Step 1, take any verb in its polite masu form. Let's use tabemasu, to eat. Step 2, find the verb stem. That's just the part that comes right before the masu. So for tabemasu, the stem is tabe. Step 3, just swap out masu for tai desu. And boom, tabemasu becomes tabetai desu. I want to eat. Easy, right? And the sentence structure is probably going to look really familiar to you. If you have an object, the thing you want to act on, you just mark it with the particle o, just like you would in a normal sentence with a verb. So if you want to say, I want to buy a camera, you take kaimasu, to buy, change it to kaitai, and you get camera o kaitai desu. Perfect. Now check this out because this is the really cool part that ties it all together. Once you make that tai form, it behaves exactly like an I adjective, just like hoshi. So the negative of I want to eat, tabetai desu, isn't what you might guess. It's not tabetaimasen. Nope, you treat it like an adjective, tabetakunai desu. I don't want to eat. That consistency is it's what makes the language so elegant. All right, now for the big payoff. We've got the building blocks down, we know how to want things, and we know how to want to do things. Now, let's combine these ideas to build much more powerful, much more useful sentences, like explaining why you're going somewhere. This pattern right here is a total game changer. Location e, purpose ni ikimasu. It literally means I'm going to the location for the purpose of the purpose. That little ni particle is the key here. It's the one that's marking your reason for going.
And get this, for the purpose, you can use a verb. And how do you do it? You use the verb stem, the exact same part we just used to make the tai form. So, to say, I'm going to Kyoto to hang out and have fun, you take asobimasu to play have fun, you grab the stem, asobi, and you just plug it right in. Kyoto e asobi ni ikimasu. It's that easy. But what's really great is how flexible this pattern is. If your purpose isn't an action, but more of a thing, like the noun shopping, which is kaimono, you can just use the noun directly. Kyoto e kaimono ni ikimasu. I'm going to Kyoto for shopping. This one single structure lets you explain yourself with so much more color and detail. Okay, time for a quick but really important level up. This is one of those little details that will make your Japanese sound so much more natural. It's the difference between asking what someone wants to do versus suggesting you do something, and it all comes down to one little character. So let's just set the scene here with a quick little back and forth. Person A says, "Man, I'm hungry." We've all been there. Now, person B agrees, but listen closely to what they say. Nanika tabetai desu, ne? That word nanika means something. It's an open-ended suggestion. Yeah, I'd like to eat something. They're not being specific yet, they're just floating the idea. And now, person A responds by asking, "Nani o tabetai desu ka?" See the difference? Nani o means what. This is a direct question looking for a specific answer. Okay, let's do it. What specifically do you want to eat? Using nani ka versus nani o at the right time is such a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in how natural you sound. So let's bring it all home. What we've just gone over, it's not just a list of grammar rules from a textbook. This is a fundamental upgrade to your ability to actually communicate in Japanese. You've basically just unlocked a new superpower. So here's the lightning fast recap. The 3 key patterns. Number 1, you want a noun, use noun ga hoshii desu. Number 2, you want to do something, use verb stem tai desu. And number 3, you're going somewhere for a reason, place it purpose ni ikimasu. That's it. 3 incredibly powerful tools for your toolbox. And that's really the big takeaway here. You're no longer just stating facts about the world, you can now talk about your internal world, your wishes, your desires, your intentions. You can explain the why behind what you do. And that, my friends, is a massive leap forward in learning any language. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you're armed with hoshi and kyu, tai, what is the very first thing you want to express? Maybe it's a trip you really want to take, a food you've been dying to try, or even a friend you want to see. The ability to finally say it is now yours.